Now at 5:30.
She was an exceptional friend, daughter.
Their special person lost to a crash on the water.
This is the absolute most devastating thing that anyone can go through.
That fight to save lives.
Boats aren't like cars.
Tonight, Lucy Fernandez's parents share what they want you to learn for Lou.
Lucy Fernandez was 17 years old when she was killed in that boat crash. It happened Labor Day weekend in 2022. Now her parents are using it as motivation to make boating safer.
Florida is considered the boating capital of the U.S., with more than 1 million vessels registered in the state. But Florida does not require a boating license, and safety training requirements do not apply to entire generations of boaters. CBS News Miami anchor Lauren Pastrana sat down with Lucy's parents to find out what they hope we will all learn for Lou.
Our goal is to have this flag littered all over Biscayne Bay.
This blue and yellow flag is almost as bright as the life it represents.
I fly this flag proudly and in memory of Luciana Cristina Fernandez as a commitment to boater and watercraft safety.
Luciana Cristina Fernandez, Lucy, or Lou to her friends and family, is eternally 17.
She was an exceptional friend, daughter, sister, and she had a lot of goals and dreams and aspirations like every 17-year-old.
The Our Lady of Lourdes student died in a Labor Day weekend boat crash in 2022. Her classmates and community coming together to mourn in the wake of the accident.
The irony of this whole thing is that was her happy place. That was her favorite thing, to be out on the boat, out on the water.
Lucy's parents, Andy and Melissa Fernandez, say she grew up on boats and looked forward to weekends on the water.
That was our dream, to have a boat like that, to raise our kids going on those trips and with our friends and with all of their friends. And now I go and I feel a hesitation, I feel a sadness, because that aspect of our life now has this, cloud over it.
Lucy was one of 14 people out celebrating a friend's birthday on board a 29-foot vessel when it crashed into a channel marker near Boca Chica Key. Lucy's friend, Katerina Puig, was severely injured, and several more girls were hurt when they were thrown overboard.
Boats aren't like cars. There's no stop signs, there's no lights that tell you, okay, yield, there's another, boat coming.
It's, kind of the Wild West out there. And the problem are the operators that don't have the necessary experience, certifications, and training.
Florida does not require a license for boating. The state only requires anyone born after January 1st, 1988 to complete a boating safety course and obtain a boating safety education ID card. That means currently no one over 36 years old needs to take any sort of safety course to operate a motorized boat.
The statistics, I think the past 2 years, consistent, the age bracket involved in most boating accidents, especially boating accidents where there is a fatality or serious bodily injury, are between 50 and 60 years old, the operators.
Through the Lucy Fernandez Foundation, the family launched the Learn for Lou campaign to encourage people to educate themselves before setting sail.
You, in the split second, could be in command of that boat. You know what to do, how to slow it down, how to call the Coast Guard on Channel 16. I mean, there's like a checklist of things that are basic, but if you've never kind of gone through, a training or a background, you would have no idea.
On Tuesday, Andy and Melissa were honored at the Miami-Dade County Commission meeting for turning their heartache into something positive for the community.
Through the foundation, through our initiatives, through all of the awareness and the fights that we have ahead, it gives us a sense of healing. This is the absolute most devastating thing that anyone can go through. But I said to myself from the first second, well, how would Lucy handle this? And how would she want me as her mom to do this? And I promise you, every decision that we have made, she has been at the forefront of everything.
And now, Lucy's memory is at the center of their home.
Blue was her favorite color.
Shortly before her death, Lucy and her mother planned to remodel her bedroom. The teen chose all the details down to the wallpaper and books. Her parents eventually created this space, knocking down a wall to make sure anyone who comes to the house can feel Lucy's presence.
It's the heart of our home, and our family comes and sits in here. We cry and we laugh and we just remember her because she really, you know, every little detail is a piece of her.
The finishing touch? This painting by Lucy's grandfather, how he imagined her being called by the angels.
She really did live her life every day as if she somehow knew that they were counted. And sometimes I would look at her and I would just be in awe of the fact that at 17, she had it so put together.
You know, we want to make sure that her light, her spirit, you know, continues to shine.
The boat's operator in this crash was George Pino, the father of one of the other girls on the boat. He's facing some misdemeanor charges, but the case is still working its way through the courts, so the Fernandez family did not want to comment. Instead, they are focused on their mission and plan to eventually push for boating safety legislation in Tallahassee. For more details on how to get your boater safety ID card, just go to cbsmiami.com.
So proud of what they are doing, Lauren. What about boater safety training for passengers?
Yeah, that's really what they're stressing here. It's not just for operators. We live in a boater's paradise, right?
Yeah.
So even if you don't operate the boat, you've probably been on one before. So they're saying it's so important that everyone on board knows how to operate a vessel safely. So that's their mission.
Yeah, it could be the difference between life or death for someone else. Appreciate her parents turning their grief into something so powerful.
Yes. I thank you for sharing their story.
Yeah.
Lauren, thank you.